So before we start the video, we'd like just to thank our viewers and our subscribers for the support you guys give our channel. So I know we're just starting, but yeah, gotta start somewhere. So
Every little bit helps.
yeah,
Like and subscribe.
or be doing something different, reacting to something different. Ranking Men by Testosterone by Jubilee. So
Which will be interesting to see
Yeah.
who's got the most testosterone.
yeah,
Who's got the lowest? Who's got the highest?
I think it's always the guy you least expect it to be.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I
I think
so
it's
too.
that guy. I think it's that guy in yellow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? Or is that guy in blue?
I don't want to go by race. but
Oh, the black guy.
I think the black guy might beat us all. But we'll see how we go.
I'll kind of help my case a little bit.
Just take it off the shirt.
I think this would do it. Okay, bro.
Oh God.
Hey, but I can match the legs too.
We should say, we don't know if all these people are natural, by the way. So this guy's just taken off his shirt.
That's true.
Clean reveal. He's got muscles upon muscles. He's got no body fat. He's toned as hell. And the other guy next to him looks a bit stocky. He's got a bit of visceral fat. So you don't know. And look, again, just looking at that, I'd think to myself, is this guy just, blasting something?
There it is.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm not. You know what? Let's go.
We'll rank the guys who took off their shirts. They're secure enough. You do have a great physique, though, man.
No, I appreciate it.
Straight Captain America machine.
You know, if we're going based off looks, I think we should probably move up a little bit. You know, bigger the better, right?
We got the muscle.
I mean, he has a crazy beard.
the beard.
That's a lot of testosterone.
That's
I
the
can't
beard,
match
though.
that.
Yeah.
But I got better hair, though. I think that
You guys run at each other like full speed. I think he's taking you out. So I think he goes number one.
you can stay out there.
I'm just
but I
saying.
think I should move up.
Go ahead. I think you should at least be above
He
him.
needs to move up. It's the beard,
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta move up.
Come on, don't
He
be
needs to
modest.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
All right, I appreciate it. Can you guys do like the wave with your pecs?
Ah.
Oh wow, that's a different.
Nah, I don't think I
Nah,
can.
the little. I know what you're
All right, I'm
talking
gonna
about.
teach you guys something. You
Oh.
want to see that?
All right, Arnold. I see you.
I can't do that, man. I can't. Yeah, I can feel
big-
like,
the big dance, yeah.
I can feel it sometimes when you got that mind muscle connection.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
feel it sometimes,
yeah.
but I can't really like.
I like to
perfect
jiggle mine sometimes, but it's got to be after a really nice chest workout. And
Yeah,
then they
you
feel
wanna show them?
inflated. Yeah, I'd love to. No.
But I can obviously make it bounce and carry through.
Oh,
hiding it, baby.
got
I'm
some muscle,
hiding. I
man.
ain't taking
All
this
right.
on.
I'm not good with this.
Okay.
No. If we want to go by height,
Yeah.
if we want to go by height, I will switch with you. But you do have a
dude,
mustache.
put me in, bro. I don't care.
I will put you down.
You're younger. You might have
But he
more.
also
yeah,
has
I'm, like,
facial
young.
hair,
I'm up
too.
and
It's just
coming.
double. He shaved. So like.
I do shave. Yeah, I do shave.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna bulk up after this?
No, I like being skinny. Yeah.
What we got out of this is that if you have muscles, a beard, and height,
And luscious hair, no.
and luscious hair, that is
Yeah.
what gets you testosterone.
Pure science right there. I think we're good.
We're good on this.
Yeah, I think yeah.
That's just the thing. People like us guys, we always base on the looks. Well, we're visual creatures,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So we're always like muscles, beard, height, hair.
And those things are
Everything.
derivative of testosterone and DHT.
Yeah.
Well,
true, but-
again, there's a lot of people that lose their hair that have higher testosterone than people with hair because of the DHT derivative. So again, they'd be higher on the androgenic scale.
I thought that too sometimes, but
Mm.
then some people just have male pattern.
Yeah, that's
male
right.
pattern
That's
baldness.
right. Exactly
So
right.
you'd expect.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd assume.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think we should talk about lifestyle. What's the lifestyle daily routine looking like?
So I wake up at 5 in the morning, get my workout in. Gotta take care of your body first, because your body's a temple. Then after that, we go into like the whole entire aspect of diet. We ain't doing no donuts. We ain't doing none of that. We're
No
doing...
cheesecake?
Oh, absolutely not, brother. Absolutely not.
Say you're a beta if you eat cheesecake.
I'm not saying it. You know,
Suppose
yeah,
I like Dunkin' Donuts on a Sunday.
Oh man, don't get me wrong.
My T level's going
I
down.
love some donuts, but I don't know.
We can have one day. I worked 3
Yeah,
weeks
The
hard.
Rock does it, so I think that's
that's
just
Yeah, look at him. Yeah.
I want to move away from like this like physical aspect, like the working out and stuff. I think we should move away from that. I think there's like personality that comes into it. Anybody here like have stocks and bonds? 'Cause I feel like that's pretty like investment is pretty alpha, I would say.
This guy Adam, I must say, spoken like a guy without any kids. So he's waking up at 5 and going to the gym then, and then just worrying about his body the whole day. I'm like, okay, you can do that until you have children, and then things are going to start falling by the wayside. But come on, man, cheesecake's fantastic. You don't want to get to the end of your days and I'll be like, shit, man, I'm so glad I ate chicken and rice my whole fucking life. Like, bloody hell. You live a little. You got to still live a little.
I think you can eat whatever. I mean, don't eat whatever. Yeah.
90-10.
That's the thing.
90-10.
I mean, I'd say eat what you want, but as long as it's in your daily caloric intake.
Yeah, good.
But
yeah,
as
good.
long as
Yeah.
as much, the more junk you eat, though,
You'll start to look like the junk if you eat
Yeah.
more and more, if that's your main thing. 90-10 rule, 90% clean, 10% crap, and you can live a good life, balanced life, and it's good for your mental state as well.
you just gotta burn it off more. That's the thing.
Yeah, and if he's doing heaps of cardio, no dramas.
We own houses, we got stocks and bonds, got all that type of stuff, because I always say, like, if your finances aren't right, you ain't right. Especially if you got a family, if you got a girlfriend or whatever, your girl can't even trust you with the finances. So how are you really an alpha? You're not.
Yeah, well, I'm 19 right now, but I have stocks and bonds. I made 10 grand, I put it in bonds like immediately the day I turned 18, because then I don't want to be like old like you guys, and like, I have to be like doing like,
How old do you think I am?
you guys are all like 40, right?
No.
Feels like it
Black don't
sometimes,
crack.
man.
Black don't crack.
That's true.
Like they're all ancient, like old. I like felt like these were all like my old uncles. Like it was actually horrible. I felt like I wasn't allowed to say like anything on my mind, or I was gonna get reprimanded. They're gonna tell my mom or something. It was crazy.
He's a sneaky one.
Me?
I low-key think he's probably just swimming in the tea.
And he's young too.
He's swimming in the tea.
I'm a young
That's what I'm
buck,
saying, bro.
He's young too.
He's swimming in the tea. I
think so?
Come on, bro.
You want me to sit next to you?
I think he's swimming in the tea, though.
You want me to be? I'm just saying like statistically, when you're 19, like
that's
20,
what I'm
that's when it's
saying.
popping. That's when it's
That's the
popping.
thing,
Do you vape?
No, dude.
I was in the military
What?
and then now I'm
What does vape? I've been have to do
I
anything
don't know.
with vape.
I have no idea.
With tea, man.
I think that's because they're young and trendy. I suppose that's the thing that all the kids are doing now is just vaping. So I suppose that's it. Isn't that weird? You know, everyone used to smoke cigarettes back in the day. Now it's all just vaping. That's the commonality between these young people. It's
It's still a vice. It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
What does everyone do for a living?
I was in the military and then now I'm a personal trainer at a gym.
I started a private equity firm that builds and scales automotive shops. I'm a bounty hunter.
I'm an actor by day, podcaster by night, but I also work at a gym too.
I'm a dental assistant, just like at a dentist office.
I think we know. We bodybuild.
I would say off profession, I would say 100% bounty hunter has to be
yeah.
up there. Well, no, and also I would definitely rank you up there as well for activity levels and all that stuff. Because you have to motivate people.
I don't
and all
want to
that
de-rank
stuff.
you, man.
No, that's whatever.
I mean, you're young, bro.
I'll go back up. It's fine. I'll move back up.
To be honest, the way I would actually, personally for me, I would put you probably number 2 or 1.
Let's put him one.
And then
fine with that.
I'm hiding, yeah.
And he's acting too.
I'm
like,
tall
calm,
too.
cool,
I'm
collective
tall.
about
You know,
it.
I didn't even
So
take my
I'm like,
shirt off. Yeah, like what?
Oh.
I don't get that. But I suppose when he was actually growing, then maybe at that stage his testosterone was firing more. But that's more growth.
Yeah, that's a growth hormone.
That's a growth hormone thing, not testosterone. The more I think about that, I'm like, that makes no sense. But I think the results are going to be pretty skewed.
I don't even need to do that.
He's confident about
I'm
whatever
up
his
and
number
coming.
is.
I'm up and coming. You put me number 1. That's fine. I'll do that. I think I'll look good.
Don't try it out?
Yeah, I'll try it out.
All right,
I'll see
come
how
on.
it feels.
Having high testosterone, would you say it's tied to your guys' ego?
Absolutely not. No, I don't think so.
I
Not at
don't really
all.
think so.
I say no. To be an alpha male, I feel like it's about dedication, having a driven work ethic. You can have high testosterone, but if you just sleeping all day, doing nothing with your life, then are you really?
But like, don't confuse like ego with like confidence. Like that's a thing.
I agree.
But that's a thing that like alpha male, like the term alpha male, people get it wrong. I feel like everyone's like, oh, they're egotistical, bro. They only care about themselves. But it's just like you're just confident in who you are. Like you don't need other people around you. You can just do your own thing.
It's the way you hold yourself. That's the way I
Exactly.
believe it.
How does sex drive play into being an alpha?
Well, it is the sex hormone.
So sex drive is actually one really, really good way to actually tell if you have a good libido and high testosterone. Not your free test, but just your baseline of your normal test. Because the doctor that I see, he always told me the best golden rule for this. He goes, treat the symptoms, not the number. Because a lot of us guys, we tie the number. It's like, oh, who's got a high number of testosterone? I do, you do. Well, again, there's only partial truth to that. Treat the symptoms. If you're not being able to actually live a good life, you're falling down all the time and feeling lethargic and shit, then that's one indication that you have low testosterone. It's not actually to do with the number per se, it's to do with how you feel. Always treat the symptoms, not the actual number, which is one golden rule.
I think it's a big indication.
I think testosterone. Yeah.
It's
I
definitely
think,
a
I
big
think having a high
indication of testosterone.
libido definitely does play into a factor. Yeah.
If you have high testosterone, you tend to want to, get down a little bit more. So
How many times y'all, a week?
I'm like Captain America. I go all day.
Just missing
You know what I'm saying? So I think I should be up there.
I mean, at least one a day.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one. I feel like.
Oh, yeah, come down.
I think my mom's gonna watch this, bro.
Say hi to Mom.
No, never. I've never done that.
But when it comes to playing to like testosterone, how many times would you say monthly? Say professional athletes don't have sex like months
Some
before.
people do
their
cut it
thing.
off for that.
And that's the way I
yeah.
see it.
That's BS. That's some gym bro was like making stuff up.
So there is some truth to that.
There's some truth to that.
Yeah, especially in the boxing world. So Mike Tyson was a very famous example. He would abstain in his early career, but then as he started to get into the cocaine, the drugs, and the partying, he'd actually still continue having sex before a fight, right? And even like leading up to the fight. But he'd still win a few of them. But again, once you are in that space where you feel like you've got to prioritize that over the actual job that you're doing, if it's a physical endurance activity, then you are going to be down. You are going to be low. It's going to take a while to recover.
Yeah, because you got all that energy pent up.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
You're pushing all that aggression towards the fight, or whatever you want to do in life. So
yeah, and again, you're just going to waste that before you actually do the big event or the fight. Of course, you're going to be low and you're going to feel down and lethargic.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but it's an individual case by case basis.
I mean, like for me personally, out of respect for my partner, I'm not gonna get really into it.
That's the right answer. By the way. You guys bombed that one, bro. Y'all are done.
But I will say, I really think when that tease is going, like the blood's pumping, you're like, I need it.
Touch it.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it.
No matter where you're at in the house.
Yeah.
Bathroom, hey, what's up? Real quick.
Bro, I'm weak.
I'm too big to be doing all that in public, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm too noticeable.
The question is if it's an alpha to have high libido, well, yeah, you'd rather have high libido than low libido, right? Like you're gonna have a high sex drive if you are keeping up with everything with yourself, right? But if, we've all had days where you just like, you don't want to even do anything. You get your T levels measured that day, it might not be the optimal.
Born an alpha male, or is it something that you can learn to be?
I think you learn from it from watching mentors, watching people that you guys watch on Andrew Tate, say that. Andrew Tate, you watch people like that and like, okay. And how do you carry yourself when bad things happen? Let's say something does fall. Right. Do you tend to like fall with it and just cry about it? Or do you tend to like run through it and actually become the guy that you're supposed to be?
I think being an alpha, like it's a harness of everything, like your emotions, just everything. So like when people are like, oh, like stop crying, whatever. I'm like, bro, if he's in depth with his emotions and he's able to handle his emotions and he's able to say, okay, it's time to cry, it's time to.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Because I think that's the biggest stigma, especially for like men, because a lot of men are like, oh, you're a beta because you're crying. It's like, no, bro, like he's feeling something, like maybe he's more emotional, but maybe he's handling his business too.
Do you cry?
I can't. I don't wanna.
I'm crying right now.
This indicating. Does crying or being emotional indicate low T?
It does to me. And I'm a doctor. So, all right. So, okay, that's very beta of you, mate.
Because sometimes like the hardest people, like at the end of the day, they're like, they just gotta let it go. Because life is life. Life ain't fair. So how you gonna handle that?
My thing is the gym. I feel bad. No matter how I feel in my life, I've been through things where like I was a fat kid, then got heartbroken because of that reason. And then what got me into like the whole controlling my emotions was the gym. If I'm angry, gym. If I'm sad, gym. Get it out of my mind. $350 squat and just squat it out. See how that goes out.
Ain't nothing wrong with
see how it goes out.
Good strategy.
I'll put you over here because you immediately were talking about gym. Okay. You feel bad, you get straight up in the gym lift. I don't do that all the time.
This man down here though, I don't know if y'all noticed, this man been directing the flow of traffic back there, and he just playing it cool. He's like, don't look at me. He should be up here plus the beard.
It's just the beard. I hear this every day.
But that's a sign, bro. That's a
the
sign.
team and the ladies, like they love the luscious
Come
beard.
on
You guys
now.
see Dictator?
I'll take the end again if you want. He'll tell you where. I'll take back again.
Not that I'm biased, but I'm going for Sam. I'm going for Sam with the high T count. I think he's going to have the...
Oh, wait, who Sam was that? Was he in the...
He was in the blue shirt.
Oh, okay. Oh, the black guy?
No, that guy.
Oh, the white guy.
Yeah.
That's not blue, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's not, is it?
That's not blue, bro. That's like...
Maybe I'm colorblind. That's a sign of low T. Who knows?
Hey, alpha males don't have, ego. We're chilling right now.
Just
It's all
confidence, subtle
respect.
confidence in the back, bro. You're holding it back.
No, I'm holding it down back
Yeah,
here. I
you're
got it.
killing it.
Okay, I would say like, who's been on the gear? Who's tried it? Who's done it?
This is what I was thinking. Presuming this video, when you sent me this, I was thinking, right, who's got their endocrine system jacked and then fallen by the wayside and had to sustain? Who's done it? But
Because that can increase your testosterone.
oh, it
By
can fudge your
heaps.
numbers. It fudges your numbers. Yeah, and then again, if they're cycled off and they've come down, and then they've had to boost it up again, you don't know.
But if you take a blood test
Oh,
after
blood test can tell.
after you've taken gear, then your
Yeah, yeah,
testosterone's off the roof.
yeah.
So you guys natty or not? That's the question. Not. Not? No. Natty. You're not natty?
Interesting.
Really? Nope. Oh, wow. Natty. 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 Are you still
See-
on it? When was the last time you were on?
Interesting.
That shows that
Interesting.
yeah, is that Garen? Yeah, that shows that Garen, he takes gear, but he's not as jacked. So it depends on really on your genetics, does it?
Do you know the amount of people, right, that I have seen since my high school days that have taken exogenous hormones and they look like absolute dog's balls? Like, honestly, probably 3 or 4 people that I can think of right now off the top of my head that have taken it, that took exogenous hormones, didn't train properly, didn't eat right, didn't sleep right, and they look like absolute crap. And they thought that the drugs were going to make them into this super freak Captain America. And it's quite interesting because this guy, Garen, he looks exactly like the people that I'm thinking of.
Currently. Oh. I'm coming back from back surgery.
Oh, so you're on it now.
You're rehabbing, basically.
I could boost it up. He could be like winning right now. He
could be. So I think he can move up. He's swimming in the team. He might be. All right. I just got.
He's actually swimming in the tea.
He's swimming in the tea.
He is swimming
in the tea.
Does using gear affect your opinion on masculinity or being an alpha?
What do you think of that question? Do you think being
I think there's a certain part of you that is always going to have an ego that you can sort of fake it. So if you're not feeling too good that day and you think someone's going to get over the top of you, whether that be physically or mentally, you can sort of fake it to an extent and go, yeah, fantastic. But you know, with inside you, as you're sort of faking that, like being an actor, oh shit, man, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling sad, I haven't worked out, I haven't eaten right, I'm feeling like if there was a fight to come along, I wouldn't stand a chance. You'd feel very weak and shit. So you can fake it to an extent, but it does play a big role on your masculinity.
Oh,
To me, no. I don't think it does. The way I see an alpha, doesn't matter how big you are, doesn't matter how you look, honestly. You're not an alpha. You're not a role model in your life and your family. You're not that leadership role. You're not the protector, the provider. That's not alpha. The only
Natural leaders. I've always been a believer in that. There's natural leaders and then there's followers. You know, you can teach leadership to an extent, but you've got to have the people following you to believe you, that are behind you, that go, oh, wow, this guy is an actual leader. I'm attracted to this guy. He can actually fucking push through. Yeah, let's do what he says. And then there's people that tell you what to do. You're like, what are you fucking on about?
yeah, but not everyone's a natural leader.
No, I know.
People learn how to lead.
And that's the
Yeah.
problem. And that's the problem.
Yeah, but people learn how to lead, like, and they can be actually good leaders if they learn to swallow their ego or swallow their tea in this case. But
Yeah.
I've been approached to do it, but nah, I've never done it.
So you guys natty or not? That's the question.
Not.
Not? No.
Natty. You're not natty?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Natty.
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 Natty. Are you still on it?
When was the last time you were on it?
Currently.
Oh. You're actually on it now?
I'm coming back from back surgery.
Oh, so you're on it now.
You're rehabbing, basically.
So I
essentially.
could boost it up. He could be like winning right now. He could be
Yeah,
number
he
one.
could be.
So
I think you can move up.
He's swimming in the team. He might be.
All right.
that's just
We got-
something that I.
Who am I just bum between y'all in front? All right, I'm about the front.
Does using gear affect your opinion on masculinity or being an alpha?
what's your definition of alpha male?
Ooh. Again, leader. Got to have a look. Okay, because again, we're not watching this to think that, oh, you know, just because you look like crap, you've got more testosterone. It might be the opposite. You might look really good and have high testosterone, which again, I'm getting the feeling that might be the case. But I think a leader is something that naturally that people gravitate to. If you want to define it pretty simply, you gravitate towards that person, you believe what they're saying. So, I don't know. What about yourself?
I agree actually with who's this guy? The guy in red. Yeah, as long as you've got everything in place, you've got
all your ducks in a row. All your
yeah,
ducks
yeah,
in a row.
yeah, yeah. Like all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Like you're providing for your family. You're
Yeah.
providing for mostly yourself as well, and also being in that leadership role.
Yeah.
I would say.
I'd say so
Yeah,
too.
because
Yeah.
I think men always gravitate to being to lead, but not to say that everyone can lead, and not to say that those who don't lead aren't alpha, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because
That's true.
it's hard to say as well, because we don't really, as humans, do we really have hierarchies of being alpha in?
Yeah, true. It's not hunting in packs anymore, hunter-gatherer style, is it? It's just, walking in the local shopping mall and acting tough, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, to me, like alpha is being just, I guess it's being true to yourself, being,
Yeah.
being true to yourself.
Yeah, I
guess.
like it.
And you like have people looking towards you as a role model, and you're just independent. Like you don't need other people to help you.
I would just disagree on do it by yourself. I think every great leader, you're going to need help at some point. I think an alpha male, takes everybody's opinions and feelings into consideration.
I'll move where you want me
To me, no. I don't think it does. The way I see an alpha, doesn't matter how big you are, doesn't matter how you look, honestly. You're not an alpha, you're not a role model in your life and your family. You're not that leadership role, you're not the protector, the provider. That's not alpha.
The only thing I say about that is like, I think it takes a real like dog in there to be like, I'm gonna beat all these unnatty people. I think you're not even giving yourself a chance. And no hate on him, his is medical, like I get it. But like, I just think in general, too many people are so beta-ish. Like they're worried about everyone else, so they're willing to like inject like harmful chemicals into their body. It just doesn't make sense to me.
My main goal since I've been probably 6 was to be a professional bodybuilder. So I'm gonna get there one way or another. I don't really worry about negatives from anybody else. I just do my own thing.
But you know what? I will say I do respect you for being
But he's honest about it
because-
too. That's huge.
Because there's a lot of people who acting like they're natural when they're not.
Yeah, that's alpha mentality, bro. He's honest. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What is your guys' definition of alpha male?
I definitely think it's like you are true to yourself, and you like have people looking towards you as a role model, and you're just independent. Like you don't need other people to help you.
I would just disagree on do it by yourself. I think every great leader, you're gonna need help at some point. I think an alpha male, takes everybody's opinions and feelings into consideration.
Yeah, I agree with that one, because I'm reading The Dichotomy of Leadership by Jocko Willink. And
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I've already read Extreme Ownership.
I like Jocko. Jocko's a fascinating man.
And usually, people who try and lead and say the stuff like direct and don't acknowledge what people are feeling, or what they're trying to say, or what their input is what I mean. And people don't really follow them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, because it's a leader, the people who are your subordinates, for example, who you're trying to lead, they're gonna be a reflection of the leader. So it's always the leader's fault if something fails.
Yeah.
I'll move where you want me to
Well, I'm down one.
I think that's what. You know what? Let's
No, it's
just
fine.
put you at the no.
I'll go at the end. No, that's cool. I'll stay back here. I'll stay back here. I'll move up later.
They pushed him back at the line because of that.
They were dogging on me for a second. They said you can have people help you, which I think is, I guess you can have people help you if they help you along the way. But I really feel like it's independent and being true to yourself. And you don't need other people's. So yeah.
No, he's young, man. A lot of people, a lot of guys nowadays. I mean, guys and maybe women feel like, but I think more so guys. Feel like they can do it themselves, especially younger guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you just look at all the leaders, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Arnie even said.
That's what he said. There's no such thing as a self-made man. And anyone who says they do is absolutely talking BS, because you need to have people to help you along the way. Because your life is not just beer, Skittles, and going to the gym, and then that's it. All of a sudden the money comes in. It's not like that. You've got to actually go out there, network, meet people, have connections, and do a lot of the work yourself.
Exactly.
And you need help to do that.
The last question is, do you think anyone here is not an alpha?
You're still young, bro. You have a lot. I mean, you're on the right path. I'll tell you that. You're too loud right now, in my opinion.
Who do you think?
I mean, isn't alpha like top?
Yeah, top
can
dog.
all be top-
Yeah, top dog.
They
They
can
can
all
all
be
be top dog. But it's funny because the some guy that perceives to be the top dog might actually not be. Just based on look, you might be that 19-year-old guy or the guy that just doesn't want to work out. You never know. So we'll see.
You're too loud.
Loud. I
Party.
thought that's just my personality.
And it's great. Trust me, it takes you a long way, bro.
I think I'm just really charming.
But if you walk in a room being the loudest one, it doesn't. You're still learning. Not that he's not alpha. He's developing. Okay. To be the loudest dog, Chihuahuas bark as loud as they can. But you don't see a pit bull looking back and saying, "Let me bark back at him." No.
So you guys gonna like mentor me now? Is this what this thing is? Like,
If you want one.
It's an alpha convention,
like, I'll
intervention
join, like-
right now.
Yeah, right now I'm like in training. I'm in training. I'm up and coming.
Does this look right to you guys?
Just look right.
You Gucci?
Good.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, I'll move later.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna have Percy come to the back because we don't have his results. So when we get his results, we will do a follow-up call where we will do the final reveal because we'll have the final ranking.
Sorry, mama.
So in the 5th spot, Adam.
I told y'all I'm natty. I told y'all.
Well, dude, because you're cutting right now. Your test is.
Yeah.
You said you had a show like in a month.
Yeah, I was expecting it because with bodybuilding, like I'm about 4 weeks out, and so I was like, oh damn, they're actually gonna test that again. It's probably low as hell.
When they do these results, again, as that person just indicated, he's cutting, which would mean he's in a caloric deficit and he's trying to lose body fat and he's trying to just look good, right? Again, looking good and being healthy are two very different things. Very different things. So his test might have been skewed, but I'll just say that just quickly.
Building, like I'm about 4 weeks out, and so I was like, oh damn, they're actually gonna test that again. It's probably low as hell.
You had a big old smile when he
That's
came
what I'm saying.
over.
He's swimming in the tea. He's swimming in it.
In the 4th spot, Drew.
Oh wow.
You had a big old smile when he
That's
came
what I'm saying.
over.
He's swimming in the tea. He's swimming in it.
In the 4th spot, Drew.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
actually
yeah.
surprised me. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Surprising.
He
Surprising.
ain't swimming in the tea, bro.
I know, what's weird, because again, from everything we learn, 19, you're peaking, you're high in your hormones naturally. So again, for him to come in there, just goes to show you. Doesn't matter. The age does not matter. You can have low T at a very young age.
It's the microplastics.
It's the microplastics. It is.
It's the water. It's making you gay.
Yeah. That
3rd, Sam.
Perfect. I'm just a normal guy. Okay.
2nd, Michael. And 1st, Garen.
You're pretty good.
I figured. Hey.
That was good.
Let's go down the line and say your numbers.
329.
529.
546.
725.
Again, your grandpa and my grandpa probably had levels similar to the 1,000 to the 1,100 mark back in the day. But there's no secret there. You can go and look for yourself that our testosterone levels have been naturally declining decade by decade. And whether that's what you just said, microplastics, as a joke, there is some reality to that. Again, drinking out of paper cups, plastic straws, and that's had a consequential, decadal effect over the years. Years and years and years. So again, it's hard to get that out of our system now.
It's not an instant thing.
No.
So
no,
yeah.
no. Less red meat, things like that.
And all the pesticide you have in food.
Yeah. GMOs.
Astrazine.
Yeah, I know. So 600. I'll be honest. 600 is not too bad. That's pretty high for the time that we're living in. That's if you're going to have a 600 nanograms per deciliter testosterone level. That's pretty good, especially for the world that we live in now.
2,182.
No! Okay, that's...
Bro.
Did you read that?
2,100, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's ridiculous. If I had over 2,000 nanograms per deciliter in me, I will be heading straight to the gym and just doing as many curls as I can.
And that's
If
what
I
he's
had
doing. That's why he's a PT.
Ridiculous.
That's, yeah.
Okay. Are you kidding?
No.
Bro, what? I didn't know levels go. Wow.
2,000?
This is a Dragon Ball Z moment, bro.
Did you ever take a test before starting T? Do you know what your natural levels looked like?
700.
He's still high naturally. He's still above average for the
Then all
common
the
male
guys.
for his age than all the other guys.
Who was the other? Who was the highest one? No. The second one was 725.
Yeah. All right. Okay,
Yeah. So he's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Which again, that's really good. I would be happy with that now. I would be very happy, as would you be. I would say
That's above average.
that's way above average. It's fantastic.
Wow. So what's the difference between having 700 T up to 2,000 T?
It really helps with like recovery.
So
like,
you get sore like ever? Wow,
No.
lucky.
Like Captain
I
America over there.
don't. You still have to work really hard. Like you still gotta eat, you still gotta do the stuff, but it makes this whole unrealistic world of professional bodybuilding attainable. Because it's a lot of times it's not natural.
It's the look of health with all but it's the
Yeah.
life of sickness a little.
Yeah, 100%.
That guy Adam just nailed exactly, word for word, verbatim what I would say. Bodybuilding is the look of health, right? And that's it. It's a muscle beauty pageant, isn't it? And they look, you go, wow, look at those physiques. Meanwhile, you have no idea what's going on in their actual internal organs and their systems and shit. So for that to be the look of health, right? For that guy there who's ripped as hell, but he's actually healthy and natural. So that's I would say that's a good look and that's an attainable physique, even if you've got low to average T.
Now that a little bit of time has passed, where do you think Percy's gonna fall?
My man is going to be number 2.
I'll go at number 3.
You might be right, man. Look at that guy. He's looking real confident, bro.
Yeah.
He might have the highest T.
2 weeks later, he might just trounce them all.
Look at Adam, man. He's looking small with the
Yeah, I
jacket
know.
on.
I know.
Looks so different.
Let's do the final ranking order. In 6th was Adam with 329. In 5th, Percy with 517. 4th, Drew with 529. 3rd, Sam with 546. 2nd, Michael 725, and 1st, Garen 2,182.
Just hearing that number 2,100, doesn't it just show you, doesn't it just perceive of what's actually going on? That's ridiculous, you know. And I thought Percy was going to be the dark horse, you know, just based on race, but I didn't actually think that he'd actually fall second there. But okay, all right, that's pretty accurate.
So, Percy, how are you feeling knowing your ranking order?
You know what? This was a battle of just minuscule points here, because you know, from my ranking to Sam's, we're all like pretty close. I'm not too shocked. Right now, I am trying to get myself back in shape. You know, I've been eating like crap, so that probably did play a big part in it. But I'm a humble man. That's why I have on the sunglasses, because I want to show the tears that's starting to stream down my face.
Percy let me down. I actually had Percy as the winner. I thought Percy was going to actually win that. Percy let me down.
Where would you rank in this? What's your T levels?
3 years ago, I'm actually going to get a blood test actually next week. So I'm actually getting my testosterone levels checked again. I like to get it done every 2 to 3 years and see how we are.
Okay.
But again, it's a bit iffy. But I was in the high 6s last time I did it, so that was.
Do you
3
base
years ago.
on free testosterone?
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
Yeah, that's where rubber meets the pavement, or so to speak, if that makes sense. So that's always the good one. That's how you're feeling. That's how you recover. That's a whole load of things. But free test is the one I'm concerned about at my age.
Well, right now, based on your past tests, where would you rank this?
Well, my diet's been pretty good for the last 3 years, and lifestyle's been pretty good, but there's unforeseen factors that come into
stop
play.
avoiding the question.
I know,
man.
I'm stop avoiding the question, I know.
Just answer the question.
I'm hoping it hasn't dropped below 6. I'm really hoping.
So what's the number?
Well, I haven't had it done yet, but I was 630 last time I had it done, which was 3 years ago from now.
Okay, so you'd be in 3rd place. You'd be in 3rd place.
Yeah.
That's pretty high, man. I'll
be happy with that. I'll be happy with that if that's the result now, current time. But we have to wait and see.
What do you think my T is?
Your T? Got no idea. I can't see. You can't discriminate. You can't guess these things. Who knows? Who knows? How's your recovery? How's your diet? How's everything?
Well, you know I have a vegan diet, so that's probably.
So it's low in cholesterol.
But I don't know. People say that people who eat grass are low T.
Yeah.
So
it's just the cholesterol part as well, because I mean the cholesterol's the one thing that, you know, binds to SPG to actually make testosterone. So I don't know. I'll be interested with you. Let's go get him a blood test.
Because I'm not on top of the food chain. I'm actually the one being hunted by the carnivores, like this guy. Yeah.
So has this experiment changed anyone's thoughts on the relationship between testosterone levels and being an alpha male?
Y'all are bitches. No, okay, okay, no, of course.
A lot of these guys are just faking it until they make it, aren't they? The guy that is the most humble out of all of them has the highest testosterone. Albeit unnaturally, but still.
Humble or just hiding it? Hiding the fact that he knows he's taking gear.
He was above double the rest of them. He was like doubling.
No, that's triple, man. 2,100.
He's too. It's triple. Yeah. He was triple above all of them. And he's the most humble guy out of that. And he's a PT, and all the other guys are like acting up and being superior. Goes to show you, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. Good video, my man.
Yeah, you won't really know based on looks or based on, I guess, or what you do in life.
Let's go get you a test. Let's go draw some blood now from you and actually see where you're at, because I'm interested.
Okay. What do you think it'll be?
I think you'd be 500 to 600. I'm not gonna put you down as low. I reckon you'd be 500 to 600.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think just based on genetics and lifestyle, I think you'd be all right.
Cause. Yeah, maybe. I think Pat took it. My brother took a test. I don't know if I forgot what his tests were.
All right.
Yeah, he did.
Interesting.
Yeah, you gotta ask him that.
Yeah, and then that would be similar to yours, maybe.
I don't know, cause I was first out of the womb, so I took all the tea from my mom.
Maybe.
Isn't that true? The more kids you have, the less tea the next kids are gonna be, cause they're taking the tea.
Yeah, right.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe
that's what I've heard.
Or maybe it's
that's
the
what
reverse.
I've heard. Yeah.
You heard it here first on the Doctor Channel. All right, let's go get your tea.
I'm not a doctor, okay? So don't take my word for it, okay? So what are your thoughts on that one?
I honestly did not pick that at all. I had my man Percy actually coming in first.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought he was going to be high up there on the food chain, but turns out he was pretty low on the food chain. But it goes to show you, doesn't it?
I thought it was. Yeah, I would have thought it was the Garen, but I didn't know he was taking gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Bloody Garen taking gear.
But his tea still high.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, he's still high, above average.
Yeah. It's still not going to make me want to do anything dangerous with my body. I still like to do it naturally as long as I can, and that's just for your own sake and also for your kids' sake. But at the same time, it is impressive about what levels he got to. I think we all know what those drugs can do, and they're powerful. But yeah, I still won't change my ways. I'll still be natural.
And all the stuff that you have right now with the food and the water. Hey man, your water has chlorine in it. Like tap water has heaps of chlorine in it. Or maybe here, just in South Australia, but.
And it's not getting better. It's not getting better, man. Like you've got to actually go out of your way to actually eat healthy and eat naturally. You've really got to go out on a limb to figure out what you're actually doing. Mm-hmm. And by no means am I perfect, or is everyone perfect. But again, the 90-10 rule is a really good rule. 90% clean and healthy, and then 10% crap. Because your mental states. If you just eat chicken and broccoli all day, fuck.
I ate I
don't want to be around you, mate.
I ate some vegan fried chicken, yesterday, and I felt so sick, man. It's just when you're always eating healthy.
I love reading the box at the back of stuff like that. Have you ever read the box of that at the back and seen what it says? The flavor enhancers and all the stuff they put in there.
But I got some from a place.
Yeah.
But after that, I was so sick.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of all the oil, but.
Yeah.
But it's different if you're always eating healthy and then you kind of maybe I'll just do it once, but you feel like meh afterwards.
Yeah. It catches up. Yeah. Especially in your stomach lining. Jesus. But yeah.
But it doesn't. You can always eat. You can have an off day. You can have your junk food day. Your what do you call it?
Cheat day.
Cheat day. Yeah. You can have your cheat day. I like to have instant noodles in my.
Instant noodles are great, man.
On my cheat day, but the thing is, it's just full of carbs that just fills your stomach up. You're like,
exactly. Feeling shit.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below, and as always, man, like and subscribe.
See ya.